Tony Celzo here with a Zipline. Man, we have got a great show today. I get so lucky just every day working with some of the most talented software development firms, engineers, entrepreneurs in this space, and we've got a great show today. Eric Tobias with iGo Digital, one of probably the most innovative technology companies to come out of the Indianapolis market, which I firmly believe is the next Silicon Valley, right, Eric?
That's right.
Is on the show today. iGo Digital, you guys got a unique start. Talk to us about what is it that iGo Digital does?
Sure. We're in the personalization space for e-commerce retailers and really large consumer brands. So what we help them do is communicate with their customers in a personalized way. We develop the right product or the right content, and we show that product or content at the right time to help maximize sales for these big retailers.
So these are not just any e-commerce platform. We're talking like world-class lifestyle brands that you guys are dealing with here, and like when we engage on this platform, you're using all kinds of data to make my buying experience better, and then also give me right time, right place, right product in that web environment. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's really accurate. We collect millions and millions of clicks on a daily basis from some of the largest e-commerce sites. Currently work with 8 of the top 10 online sites, so everybody from Walmart to Best Buy to Dell to Home Depot, and lots of large consumer brands as well, like Procter & Gamble and Philips and Unilever. So lots of big accounts. We observe your behavior as a consumer as you're clicking through a site, or in some cases you may be answering questions in one of our guided selling tools, and we're taking all of this data in, making sense of it in real time, and then returning what our system believes are the most appropriate, the best products for you.
Right, and really, this has evolved at light speed, Eric. I mean, because big data is making this possible, what hasn't been possible just a few years ago. Is that fair?
Yeah, the technology to be able to not only collect this type of information has really changed in the last few years, but maybe the more profound piece is to be able to take action on it in real time. So we collect lots of data, as I mentioned, but one of the neat things about our business is we're able to use that data to make correlations and bring forward some unique insights. So I'll give you an example. We work with a client who is in the headwear space, so they sell hats for all the major teams, and we were able to, through our data observation, observe that their customers were not necessarily buying based on team affinity. So I may be a Colts fan, but that doesn't mean I want to only buy Colts stuff.
Okay.
Rather, their customers were buying based on colors and based on style, and so in many cases we would see consumers buying hats from teams that we would traditionally think of as being competitive. And this insight really allowed them to change the way they merchandise their site and their overall business. And it's that kind of action that comes from all this data we collect that really makes us excited to get up in the morning and go do it.
Well, and for good reason, because what is, I think, so powerful about looking at what your tool, the insights that your tools provide, is there are ghosts in the machine, so to speak, of the business that you're dealing with that allows them to see opportunities they never saw before. In the case where you were talking about hats, maybe someone would be interested in buying similar color hats or similar interest in style hats for teams they normally wouldn't be affiliated with. That was a huge insight and a business paradigm change for that company. And it all happened because now they have insight that they weren't even able to process before. I think that's what's so amazing about what you guys do. Now, in this data marketing space, what is it that really distinguishes you from, the other guys who are in that space? That there's a lot of people in that remarketing. Is it recommendations that you guys really put your name on? What is it that makes iGo Digital from some of the other players that people would throw you in the box with?
Yeah, so our core competency is product recommendations, and what really makes iGo Digital unique is we're the only company in the space to produce a product recommendation through 2 very disparate methods that can either work separately or together. Okay. So in one instance, we ask consumers a series of questions, and we take explicit input from them, and we use those answers to produce a product recommendation. So, for example, if you're looking for a new TV, we might ask you, do you like sports, movies, or video games? How far away do you sit from your television, and what kind of lighting do you have in your room? So explicit input.
Okay.
On the other side of the equation, we take implicit information by observing your click behaviors, what you search for, how you browse through a site, what products you look at, how long you spend looking at them. And it's this combination of the explicit input with the implicit input that makes our engine so unique and so differentiated.
Well, and you're really applying real-time science to what has almost been an artificial kind of game when this marketing and selling game, right? Because not only are you creating that type of engine, you've got real-world results almost instantaneously that you can point to that says this is the impact we can make with your organization. I mean, it's got to be pretty fun going to market.
It is. It is, and I think it does two things. It creates a really great data-driven story in the sales process, and it's all about measured marketing.
Right.
And then in terms of client retention, it really allows us to have really, really high client retention rates because the return on the investment that our client is making is obvious and it's in real time. And that is exciting as a marketer to be able to deliver those kind of data insights about the investment.
Measured marketing in real-time results. I go digital. Eric Tobias, you've been Zip.